Hi there, my name is Brenda Austin Smith, and I teach film studies here at the University of Manitoba in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And I'm involved in a research project. I'm interested in talking to women about why they cry at old classic Hollywood weepies. Now, Hollywood weepies are the kinds of films that were produced by Hollywood during the 1930s, the 1940s, the 1950s, and into the early 1960s. And they usually star a fantastically talented female actress like Bette Davis, Joan Crawford, Lana Turner, Barbara Stanwyck. And these women all played very long-suffering, emotionally strong-willed heroines. And they always suffered for some noble personal cause. They suffered, for example, because they wanted their children to have a better life, or they wanted to do something really self-sacrificing for their family. And they put family and children, other people first. And they were usually filmed at some climactic moment in close-up with swelling violins in the background. And those are the kinds of scenes that usually make people cry. Then again, the entire plot could make you cry because it was usually pretty sad. And what I want to do is gather stories, reminiscences, memories of people who are, in the most cases, old enough to have seen those films when those films were first released. So I'm first of all interested in reaching older women, women in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond if I can find them. I would really like to hear from you. I'd like to talk to you about what was going on in your life when you saw these films. What was happening? Was the Depression on? Was the Second World War on? Were you moving from one country to another country? Were you a war bride? Something like that. What was happening to you? What was happening to your family? And perhaps in those memories, I can find out what kinds of personal connections you forged with that piece of Hollywood filmmaking. So I would love to hear from people by phone. I'd love to get emailed stories of people's memories. You can even write me a letter, and I will ask your permission to use that material in my research. So if you cry at these old films, or if you know somebody who cries at these old films, and particularly if they're in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or even older, please urge them to get in touch with me because I really want those memories.